What do you do when you're asked to play at a gig and they said they have drums for you to play on, but when you get to the gig, they're all the same size? Yeah, let's talk about it and I'll show you. Welcome to Percussion Life. My name is Eric Perez. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. And if you haven't already, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification button just so you can find out whenever I upload. And to all my day ones, thank you so much for all the love, continued support, and patience with these videos, man. Man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. We're working. We're doing some things. But did want to kind of tell you of a time of where I had to play on 3 drums and they were all the same size. Luckily, they were all 11.75 inch Congas. Yes, it was beautiful. This was some time years ago. I was very young, still, trying to get my name out there and playing. And yeah, I couldn't take my drums that far where I was playing. And they said they had 3 drums and they were all 11.75 inch drums. Where one, I needed a drum to be a little bit high, and also I needed to tune for some parts of the concert a little bit lower in regards to the range. So I needed a tumba and also needed a quinto, which normally at that time I was playing on a quinto, conga, and tumba as my main setup. Also, make sure you verify your backline. Yeah, that was my fault. Again, I was very young. I was learning, y'all. I was learning. But essentially what I did is I started to mess around with the tuning. And the benefit with an 11.75 inch drum is that you have a nice range to kind of mess with. So here I have 3 drums. They're roughly all the same in regards to the style. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they were all different brands. It was like one LP, one Mino, and I think a Toca. Or yeah, I think it was a Toca or a Gombobs. It was one of those, but definitely LP and a Mino. And I was like, what is going on? They were all, I didn't know what kind of series they were. I don't remember that, but they were kind of beat up and I had to work with what I got. So one thing that I did was I first kind of saw what I had and they were roughly in the same range. And I started to kind of mess with the tuning. And if I remember correctly, it sounded kind of weird, something like this. Yeah, please don't play at a gig with that range. It sounded kind of weird in the sense of these two. This one sounded okay, the difference in that, but I had to really work with what I had. So what I did, of course, normally you would want to tune to a specific note, normally a G, C, maybe B here. But in this sense, I tried to make it work because I knew it was not really gonna be able to hit that range perfectly, especially if I would normally play a G on a tumba. And again, you would get specific tones and overtones on that side. So I was looking for a contrast. If I remember correctly, I really liked the main drum and I liked the range for it. So I want something where it can actually allow me to kind of mess around in this range. So definitely need to lower that. Now let's take a listen in between these two. Now, any one of us would have been like, yeah, that's a nice range. You made it, Eric. You did it. No. Keep in mind, I'm also thinking about this third one. I wanted it to be in between. So I need to drop this one lower to make room for this tone right here. So again, these are all the things that I was thinking on the spot. And it's kind of crazy when you think about it. I got upset because I thought I was going to get, some nice, at least standard size drums. now we're cooking. Now what I'm gonna do is, because again, I like this range, but I'm still iffy because I don't know what range this is gonna give me if I'm looking for something in between. So what I'm doing now is I'm thinking how much I can lower it if possible, but first I'm gonna start addressing this one. And so I'm gonna start lowering it, but not too much because I don't want it that close to this range. Pro tip, slap the middle of the drum, settles the drum, lets things to kind of play out even. Really works. You'll see a huge change, especially on the health of the skin. Let's hear that. Yeah, I want it a little bit, I don't know, more juicy. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start focusing on these two. I'm probably going to lower this one just a tad bit and then lower this one just a tad bit to allow them to kind of harmonize a little bit more. There's something that I love about Moperc's tuning system. And it's underrated, but I could literally tune just a fraction of something and get it, like get where I want. Kind of nice. There you go. I think we got it, y'all. I think we got it. Man, yeah, I think we got it. Now, I'm a very picky tuner, so I'm going to lower this one just a little bit. Just a little bit. Woo! There you go. Yeah, I think I can do this. So yeah, that's how I would try to find. I'll try to find that range. If you close your eyes, you will not think that I'm playing with 3 drums of the same size. So I try to find, again, try to find that sound that I've been used to and accustomed to. I might reference that note, maybe a G and a C, a B here. I might reference it. But again, I'm trying to go with what I'm used to. And this is a sound that I'm used to. Now, keynote, you don't feel it, I do. In the sense of what I'm feeling in this room. This is not a tumba, and I could feel that it's not a tumba. Like I could sense it, but it's not really that much. It's more in the sense of the sound that I'm trying to look for. Although it may not feel like a tumba, it's quite close. And that's, I think, the most important part in a situation like this as well. This conga, this not, to my non-dominant side, that's not really abnormal. I've played on the tumba conga before, so it's not that abnormal to find. But I think it becomes a big issue when you start to try to harmonize these two and make them a melody, you know? So yeah, you gotta have fun with it. Make sure it has a nice melody, central tone, central sound, and I think I would be able to work with this. And yeah, for that gig, I was struggling, y'all. I was struggling to find that range, but something like this would make it work. And I think if you ever had to play on 3 drums that are the same size, you could definitely make it work, especially if it's an 11.75-inch conga. Man, you gotta have some fun, y'all. But please let me know what you guys think. If this is something that you would like to play on, this kind of range, if you think this is something that would work on a gig, please let me know. And yeah, I never ever did that again. I tried to either bring my drums or verify what kind of drums I'm playing on going forward. But yeah, please let me know what you guys think. You already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.